Here's a new look at one of the smaller belt knives slash neck knives that I received recently as a gift from Secret Santa, an exchange in a group I get. I heard about this brand, I heard a lot of really good things about it, but I haven't had a chance to try them out until now. So White River Knife and Tool. This is the 3.5 Firecraft. I'm just absolutely blown away with the quality, the presentation of this, what you get for the package. And these are around the ballpark of 200 Canadian, so it's an extremely fair deal for a USA produced high quality knife. So it comes with a certificate of authenticity, a receipt basically, the Firecraft FC 3.5, tells you all the specs there. Doesn't tell you the weight, but I looked it up and it's 3.8 ounces for the knife itself. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. S35 VN steel, 3.5 inch blade. Stonewash finish on this guy. Paracord wrap on the handle. I'll take it off later so I could see what the skeletonization looks like, and maybe I'll see if it's possible to get some scales slapped onto it, but that's not something you really need on this. I actually, as you'll see in the video, been batoning this thing and carving feather sticks, and I've been using it for general food prep and whatnot, and it's a really great knife for the money. Also comes with a few different ideas to mount, different ideas for different positions for the belt clip to mount onto. So far, I really enjoy it for scout carry. You know, pretty much at the 6 of my back or 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock position. Let's talk about the sheath and then we'll just get back to the knife and the box and everything. So it comes with a really nice presentation box, like my goodness. Sorry, there's a bit of food on the counter there. And I actually really like using this box as a strop for my knives as well. So one thing you can do, not only is this my storage box for it obviously, but at the end of the day I'll take my knives, I'll use the corner or this side of it, and I'll actually just strop backwards, and you'll be surprised at just how great a wooden strop is for the edge of your knife. So it comes with this nice kdex sheath. It's totally customizable. You could take off this piggyback for the ferro rod, you could take off the belt loop, you could use it for tech locks. I'm actually even going to start trying it as a neck knife. I'll just take this off, mount this probably to the front, or so it's facing, so it's switched around to the front, so I don't have extra stuff in the way. And then wear it as a neck knife. It's got a drainage hole, which is superb. Several different mounting options, being vertical, horizontal, or on 45 degrees, left or right side. The sheath doesn't really make a very loud click, it just makes a silent click, and you can feel it push in a little bit, but that's all it needs. It's super solid. I have not had it accidentally come out yet. It's got a really nice thumb ramp here, and it just shoots off. Got a 5/16 inch ferro rod, and that's exactly what this knife is designed to do, is to help you assist in your fire making. And it's just absolutely awesome, the sparks that it comes with this ferro rod, because it is ground so well on the blade. I've been using this also as a scraper, just because I'm not sure what they do, but I'm pretty sure they just take it to a belt and they just do this whole area, especially the notch. The notch works really well. I find the notch helps in being accurate with the ferro rod, so you're striking consistently in the same place again and again. And I like to just find one side of the ferro rod and just keep going, and then find the exact opposite side and keep going. So that way I just flatten it down this way, so I maintain the width constantly, so it still fits into the holster on the sheath. You could totally use this sheath and mount it onto bigger knives, like say a cold steel Trailmaster with a secure X sheath or a kdex sheath, or just any other knife with a kdex sheath, and that way you could have a piggyback system with your smaller knife and your fire starter. But back to the blade, 3.5 inches, 7 inches overall. This has a nice sexy green paracord handle, the world's biggest lanyard hole. Really great as a thumb, forefinger, or pinky ring. I find that the ring really is comfortable when you're just using it as a general, you know, knife. And you can pinch up and choke up on it if you're going to do skinning easily. I've just did a normal grip with it and placed my thumb on the jimping. And this is an amazing food prep blade, because you got a decent amount of flat but a really big amount of belly here, and from that very high saber grind, it just totally feels like a mini cleaver when I'm slicing veggies and onions and whatnot. So you can see the logo there. Got an excellent execution on that sharpening choil. Nice big guard and forefinger choil there as well. So you got this kind of heavily modified spear / drop point there. It's got a very robust, strong tip, but you know, this is still definitely delicate enough and precise enough that the tip is center lined, that if you do sort of a hammer grip, stab it in, you could use this for drilling to help with your firebow boards. The stonewash finish is excellently done. I do love S35VN steel. It's definitely survived batoning with no major chips, as you can see. Edge is still crazy sharp. 1976 there. I believe that's the individual serial number on this blade as well. So I'll definitely be taking another look at White River Knives and Tools to see what else they have in the catalog. So just a little size comparison. Here is it compared to a Tops T-bow. Definitely a much bigger blade. About a little bit bigger handle. So overall just a bigger knife. And here's it compared to a Benchmade 943. So basically another size comparison, very close to a Spyderco Paramilitary 2. And a competitive option. More Bushcraft stainless with its ferro rod. Bigger review coming on that guy. I mean, apples and oranges, it's totally not the same comparison for steel and type of knife and whatnot, but just gives you an idea of how small this is. It is an extremely nice knife. I've been carrying it scout style mostly. I'm finding, I thought the handle would be sticking out a lot more than it is, but being winter time now up in the north, you know, it's hidden extremely well from your coat or hoodie. And I notice when I'm driving and whatnot with it, getting in and out of the car, putting on backpacks and whatnot, the handle does not stick out and get in the way either. And how's that jimping, by the way? It's fairly good. Bites in. It's not too aggressive. It's not a thumb shredder, but it definitely confirms the purchase you have here. If I had a Dremel, I would add just a tiny bit at the tip there, just so if I'm choking up on it and whatnot, I can get a little bit extra secure grip.